Okay, guys, welcome. This is Gideon Owolabi, and I'm really glad to have you here in this particular lesson today. So, today we'll be talking about Facebook advert do's and don'ts, and we'll be exploring two things. Number one, which the guide by AdExpresso. I'll tell you before I continue. Let me tell you a bit about AdExpresso. AdExpresso, it's a good platform for those of you who want to learn the basics of Facebook advertisement. They go there to do they go there they post a lot of good stuff on their blog. They're one of the blogs I recommend to each and every of my students to follow when they're trying to get Facebook advertisements. They're trying to get into Facebook adverts. So they explain a lot of things about Facebook advert. They have a paid version. We currently use the paid version, but if you're starting up, it's a good place to do. But then I expect you to grow up and start paying for some other classes and other things and start experimenting things yourself. So let's get started. In this one, I'll be showing you some of the do's and don'ts on Facebook. That's the mistakes you should avoid making on Facebook that will make you blow away your money. If you have $1,000 to spend on advert, or $5,000, or even if it's $200, and if you make some of these mistakes, you are still gonna blow your money away. It's rather you keep your money than to lose your money. That's what I used to tell people. It's better you keep your money than for you to lose your money. So let's dive straight into it. I hope you guys are excited as I am. You can feel it from my voice. I don't know why I'm feeling pumped up for this about this class, and I can't wait to share with you. So let's go ahead. So another thing is this: I'll also be it's not every, I will not just be using their guide. I'll also be doing some other things on my own here. So I'll be showing you some of my experience. I will not just be reading blab. I'll not just be blabbing out their guide. You can't do that by reading the PDF or whatever. But I'm gonna be showing you some interesting things you should do around it, and let's see, there'll be other interesting fact that they didn't put up here, or some things from my personal experience, or some things that have been updated, and how things work in the real life aside from the book. I have experience in Facebook adverts. We manage adverts for for different brands around the country, around the continent, and outside the continent. We've done that for different clients in about, I think, 6 or 7 countries yet, and we are growing fast by the day. So let's go on to the next one. So let's go on. So the first thing you need to know about Facebook advert is that Facebook advert, the first time we're gonna try it, is gonna be messy. It's gonna be rough. Yes, that's the word, rough. It's gonna be messy, and it's okay to be messy. It's okay for you to have mistakes. It's okay for you to make mistakes, but don't sit down in your mistake. You need to move up from your mistake and get things done. Go up. It's okay to make mistakes. If you don't know, it's no master that never made any mistake. So it's okay. I don't know if you've made your mistakes and that's why you're in this class, but or if you're just getting it, you're still gonna make mistake if you're just starting up. But you can what you but one of the things you're gonna do after this class, you're gonna minimize your mistake. So if you're just starting for the first time, it's gonna really minimize your mistake. You will not blow so much money away, but you're gonna but if you have been doing it, you're gonna realize. But if you've been doing it and you've been making some mistakes, you're gonna realize some of the mistakes that have been making you to lose your money and the things that have not been working for you. So let's go on. It's okay to make mistake, but it's okay to be good. So the next question I get a lot is, does Facebook ad really work for me? So the question here is, does Facebook ad really suck? So from my own point of view, before I show you the other guys, which is AdExpresso point of view. By the way, AdExpresso website is adexpresso.com, www.adexpresso.com. I'm going to show you somewhere. So it's somewhere along the other side of the slide. I'm going to show it down to you. I'm going to show it up to you. So let's continue. Does it really work? I've seen brands that try to get things, take things on their own, take things by their own hands, and no prior training on how to run Facebook adverts, because Facebook will just suggest it to them, boost this post for $2 for $10 for $5, and reach out to some people, and they come back and they don't get. It looks so incredible to them that they don't even think, and they just punch in their credit card or go ahead, and they lose their money, and they come back and they do it many times. They come back and they tell you Facebook ad doesn't work. Facebook ad is not like gambling. You gotta know what you're doing. It's actually an act. It's like trying to say, okay, it's like trying to drive. Because you see a car and you see the key there, doesn't mean you know how to drive if you've never driven a car before. You're going to crash the car. That's what happens. So you need to be a professional. You need to be trained to be able to run Facebook adverts. So if you are in this training, congratulations, you are here and you're gonna crush it and gonna understand how to run Facebook adverts and you stop wasting your money. So let's go on. The next thing you need to understand, let me show you the authors and what other people are saying about Facebook adverts. Let me show you these people's their own thing. So looking down, say just Google the word Facebook ad sucks. This guy is the only one disagreeing, but everybody else. So now this guy is saying the truth here. Facebook ads don't suck. They can be great for your business, but it's tough to get them right. You have to know how to get Facebook adverts right if you want to get it right for your business. So here is comparing Google adverts versus Facebook adverts. Let's just run through it. We won't spend a lot of time because we want to focus on Facebook advert. There's another training on Google advert. So Google advert is great for some if you're trying to buy search. Facebook advert is if you're trying to for people who are looking for demand and all those things. Okay, it's comparing them. I think the ebook you can easily get it in the ebook and go through it, but that's not what we're doing. So the first thing you must understand about Facebook advert is that everything is the design. The design is what makes Facebook advert. Design is responsible for 80% of the success of your Facebook advert. A design is responsible. I'm going to repeat it and I want you to get it clearly. That's how I'm going to repeat it. Your design is responsible for 80% of your Facebook advert success. Your Facebook advert is going to be successful. The design is 80% will be responsible for 80% of it. And if your advert is going to be also successful, it's going to be a trash. If you're going to waste your money, if you're going to burn money, your design is going to be responsible for 80% of it. So for every advert you see, 80% of what the audience sees, 80% of what the audience sees is the image. So 80% of what's going to get their attention is the image. So for every image, for your image, you spend 80% of your budget. You spend, okay, for let's say if your advert is going to cost $1 per ad, 80 cents is the cost of your image. So pay 80%, pay a lot of attention to your image. Dedicate 80% of the attention to your image. It takes so much praise. I'm going to show you the other things that are also responsible. Those other things are so powerful, but they're not as powerful as the image. And if you combine them together, you're going to get a mind-blowing advert that is going to explode your business, and you're going to get things done better. So let's move on. So let's see what these guys have here. So designing Facebook advert, the image is the most important big element. So they're showing you some things. So another thing you must understand about the image is the image size. Your image must be 1200 pixels by 627, so that it can be able to fit into desktop, fit into mobile, fit into other things. So when you're designing your image, when you're working with your graphic designer or whatever you're doing, you can come down, you make sure it's 1200 by 627 pixels. If you don't want to hire a graphic designer or something, go to Canva and use it. Canva also have a tool that allows you to select image size, because they already have the Facebook image size, so there are images around there, so you can work around that and insert your brand picture or whatever you want to do. So look at this. So create another thing you should do is that you should create a buyer persona for each persona and highlight specific value and proposition for your advert. When you're designing your advert, look at this advert. This is the image here. Save time and money managing your Facebook ads right now. Very cool. Boost your startup growth with Facebook ad conversation optimization rather. Start free trial. So let me explain some of the things why these two are great ads. Look at it. Save money and so and so. It's straight. It gives you the point, straight to the point. You'll see it. You are telling you what the advert is doing. There's a text on it. So there's this There's this school of thought that is saying, should an advert contain text on it, or should an advert not contain text on it? Personally, for me, I've tried the two of them, keep split testing. When the advert contain little text that suggests, not too much, they suggest something about what the ad is about. They pass the message without the people, without the audience having to go back to read the copy, and they can act immediately. So make it very compelling. You don't have to put all the story of your life or everything about the features there. Just make it one simple thing that will get their attention. The image should be able to stand out. So another thing we should do on your Facebook advert is that you should create advert, use images that are very bright and they will stand out. People are not always sitting down waiting for your advert. They are scrolling through their phone. By the time they are scrolling through their friends that even added them up as friends post, and they are not liking, they are not commenting, they are not sharing, they are not interacting with it. Then here comes your ad, a total stranger bulging into their ad, into their timeline. And people hate ads, so it has to be very tailored, and it has to provide information, so it's which must be catchy enough to get their attention. So this is it, designing a Facebook advert. Another thing you should do is add some social proof and make sure it's clear and not spammy, and and has a good call to action. So like social proof could say 1,000 people are using this product. Okay, here is it. Here we have something like that. So and so plus some join so and so 7,000 attendees from around the world this October. This should be something about a program or a summit. It's called Web Summit. So they're telling you 7,000 people. The reason this works is because people want to go to other things that people are already doing. People want to follow people are already following. That's why Instagram handles or handles that already have 100k likes, 1 million likes are more likely to grow faster than handles that have those 20 likes, because people want to follow people that other people are following. That's how it works. People want to do things that other people are doing. That's how we human beings are been psyched to think. So it's called social proof, showing that other people are doing it. You rather buy a product that you rather shop from. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Imagine you have a shop that have um a shop that displays the sell bags. Then another shop now put it that they sell bags, selling bags, but or they let you know that top brands like the president shop in their place. Their customers are the CEOs of Shells, customer at big people like Richard Branson, people like people that own Fortune 500 companies, billionaires shop there, and it's the same pricing. Or also, which of them would you rather shop in? Yes, you're right. You rather shop in the other guy that have a lot of billionaires shopping around them, right? That's exactly the point. You see, we are conditioned to shop around where, so don't fake it, don't lie. Make sure it's not spammy, because if it is spammy and nothing is the Facebook can call your ad down. They're gonna take it down. So nothing is this. So if you're running your Facebook advert, you can be running a Facebook advert straight on Facebook to sell your product, but it's best to run it to a landing page. A landing page is a page or a website where people get to see more information about your website, or opt-in or something, and that's what the landing page does for you. So you should be able to run it to a landing page. So I don't want to say a product that's talking about tourism on your website, on your Facebook ad, and when I'm landing on your landing page, I'm seeing a product that is, and I'm seeing things that is talking about a shoe or a bag. It doesn't work that way. It has to be consistent. Make sure the colors are actually close to it, because people need to look for likeness. They need to know they're not on the wrong address. They're not in the wrong place. The other thing is create visual contrast. I talked about visual contrast. Visual contrast is trying to making sure your ads stand out. Look at this one here. This is creating a contrast between everything. So look, they use bright color. This is red. Look at the woman looking at you. There's a reason they use the woman looking at you here. I'm going to explain later. And look at this guy, he's also looking at you. That's the reason they did that. And this is serious work. So you look at this advert and think, oh, it's just any image, anything, and it looks simple. But the truth is, there are a lot of hard work that goes into it. 80% of the job are done before you even get to running the advert. 80% of the job is done before you even get to running the advert, rather. So let's show you. Address the elephant. What's the big elephant in the room? So look at this. This image itself is catchy enough. Make sure your image is catchy. Address the elephant, direct the elephant, and motivate the elephant. So it's not about the feature. It's about people don't think about features. People think about benefits. People think about emotional things. So a rational self is like a tiny man riding an elephant. The man is sure he's in control, but when he and the elephant disagrees on which way to go, guess in which direction they will go. Of course, the elephant's way. So that's how it works. Our mind is like this big. We're right. We have two things. We have the rational mind, which is the logical mind, and the emotional mind. The emotional mind is the big elephant. Why? Our logical mind is the guy riding the emotion, which is this. Okay, so let me show you. So this is our emotions, and this is how our logic is. So looking at it, which of them is bigger? Our emotion. So if you're trying about this. So if you're trying to sell or if you're trying to direct them, which of them will you direct? This guy thinks he's directing this elephant, but in reality, this elephant is the one showing him where to go. So he thinks he's in charge because he's on top of the elephant, but in reality, no, this elephant is the one directing. So if the two of them disagree, like your emotion is telling you to do this, your logic is telling you to do the other one. Where do you think they'll go? Where do you think they'll travel? They'll travel the path of the elephant because the elephant is the one really directing. So that's how it is. So a lot of people, what they do is that when they try to run their advert, they try selling to this short one here, which is the logic. Oh, it has to make sense. That's it, right? But look at the emotional guy. The emotional guy is this big elephant here. He is the emotional guy. The guy you should try to sell to because the one that's going to move this guy there. It's the one that's going to convince this guy there. Have you ever bought something that doesn't make sense to you, but because you just loved it? That's it. So, of course, your design should your Facebook advert should address both the small guy and the elephant, but it should really invoke the point of the elephant. So another thing that is very important is where you should place your advert. Where should you place your advert? If you're running your advert, if you've ever tried running advert, it's going to ask you where should you place your advert. And if you're going to take the tutorial or the class on how to or the full class, the practical class on the Facebook advertisement, where I showed you how to place advert and everything. So there are some things I'll not be mentioning there because I've mentioned it here, and you should get that. So where should you display your advert? There's the news feed, there's the stories, there's other places, and Facebook keep adding many of them everywhere. Every year, the news feed is the ones that show once you are scrolling through Instagram. Is the ones that you see once you're scrolling through Facebook that appears like a normal status update or a normal Instagram post. Those are the news feed. They have the highest engagement. That means people converse with them, people interact with them more because those are the ones things people do. So they lead more to more sales. They're now called the right hand side. If you're using a desktop computer, by the right hand side you always either the right or the left. You always find a Facebook. You always see a Facebook advert somewhere around there that is doing something. That is the right hand side. Do you recall? So there's one that is not here, which is the mobile newsfeed. Is the one that is showing for mobile. The mobile news Facebook. As at the time of this, Facebook have merged the mobile newsfeed with the newsfeed. So you just need to select one newsfeed, and it's got for the two of them. So this is how it's going to look like. So the mobile news feed, like I told you earlier, I'll be showing some updates and some other things. That's why you're taking this video, and it's not the same thing as just reading the book. So mobile news feed, Facebook have integrated some things. You just go there, select mobile news feed, and it's going to show on all those platforms. Then Facebook also have Instagram now. It's not there. Facebook also have Instagram stories, right column, all those things. They are no longer. They were not talked about here. But I'll be showing you in the practical class where we go into the Facebook ad manager and how to do it. So another thing we'll be showing you is targeting. So another thing that works for Facebook is targeting. And another one of the aside the image, and nothing is targeting. Who are you showing your advert to? That's targeting. Who do you Facebook gonna ask you? Who do you want to show your advert to? You can target people by country. So if I want to show my advert to people only in the United States or in Canada or in Nigeria or in Ghana or whatever country you're, I'm going to just go into the audience inside and show click targeting. So you can target people based on country. You can target custom audience. Now the best way to target people is from custom audience. Custom audience is you've created an audience, you can use and yet targeting those audience. Okay, for instance, just let me explain custom audience better. I know it can be confusing, but it's not hard as it is. Now, have you ever gone on Jumia or one of those shopping or mall or online shopping store or some random website and you clicked on an ad or you search for something there and it leads you there, or you go to the site and search for a product, then you come back online on Facebook and you see the advert following you from those people or the product you search for everywhere on your phone. That's those because those people have a particular pixel code. It's called Facebook Pixel. They inserted into their website, and once they did, once they do, once they do, it track everything you do on their website and submit the data to Facebook so they can retarget you based on those ones. So they are using that. Those are called custom audience. They are not guessing. Custom audience is when you are no longer guessing who Facebook should show your advert to. Country is saying using other interest and all those things behavior. You're still trying to guessing, but Facebook say, okay, these guys showing interest. They are really interested. We should show them the advert again. That's what customer did. You can target people based on interest. Like for instance, if you're running a beauty show, you can target people who likes your biggest competitor, who like pages, their page, people who are into fashion. You can click on that fashion and going to show it to them. So that's on interest. Target them based on gender. For instance, if you're trying to run an advert or you're trying to sell a product to only ladies, can target them based on gender. You can say, this is Women Rights Day, and we want to sensitize women, so we're going to target this advert only to women, to the ladies. They can target them based on age too. You can say, okay, those are the age range of the people that can afford my product. So you target them based on age. Then another thing, you can target them based on behavior. You can target people based on behavior. Meaning, you can say, okay, do these people travel a lot? Do these people buy a lot? Are these people this? Are these people that? With that, you can be able to target people based on their behavior. Do they spend so much on luxury goods? If you're selling expensive things, you can target them based on people that only buy luxury goods. So, target them based on connection. Are they connected to this particular fan page? Are they connected to this? Do they like this particular page? And that. So it sounds confusing. So the next question is, how do we find which interest to target? Personally, what I would tell you to do is create something called your customer avatar, your ideal customer avatar. Before you run your first advert, understand who your target customer is. Like, what do they do? Where do they hang out? What kind of product do they use? What other things do they buy? What kind of cars do they ride? What kind of location do they live? What kind of are they in Canada? By location, I mean, are they in Canada? Are they in the United States? Are they in Nigeria? Are they in Ghana? Are they in Mauritius? Or well, if they're in Nigeria, do they stay on the mainland? Do they stay on the island? Do they stay in Lagos? Do they stay in Abuja? What kind of area? Do they live in Highborough area? Do they necessarily have to live in an Highborough area? Where do they work? Do they have a job? So once you have all those put together, that's the information you feed Facebook with, and Facebook is going to look for people that already that already have those kind of things and should only show them your adverts. So one of the reason your advert fail is because you didn't get the targeting right. If your targeting is bad, it's not gonna work. You can't be selling expensive shoes to people who think spending 3,000 naira on a shoe is too much and it's a sin and it's gonna take them to hell. And your shoes, on the other hand, is like 40k because they are original. It's not gonna work. You'll say then come back frustrated that Facebook advert is wasting your money, but it's not so. So how do you target? So another ways to do is your research. There are two ways to do. There are two ways to do research. We use the audience insights here. You're using graph search. By graph search is when you go on top of that your search on your search that search place on Facebook where you search for people name and everything and just search for something related to this. You can just related to this. Don't look for a particular page and just use it. Or we use audience insights, or you can do graph search and write them down, take them to audience insight, create an audience. I'll show you how to use the audience insight in the other tutorial I'm referring to, which is the real practical class where I'm going to dive into Facebook advert and show you how I do my own Facebook advert and everything and how it goes along. So this is graph insights. Use graph insight to look for people, other things people like this. Okay. So the next thing is paying for your ad, bidding for advert. So the way Facebook works is that you bid for your advert. So you tell Facebook, I want to spend so and so amount per day, and I want you to show my advert. So Facebook will tell me, okay, we're going to take your what Facebook is going to tell you that okay, we're going to take the money you're telling us to bid. We're going to take the money you're telling us and compare with other people that are paying us, and we'll show their advert. So in case let's say you're bidding $10 per day, and someone else is doing $1,000 or $250 or $200 or even $20 twice as yours, you can't expect to get the same result because Facebook is going to prioritize their own advert over your own business, and you really do not want that. Don't bid too low. Don't bid too low. But when you're starting up with your Facebook advert, don't spend so much money upfront. So let's continue. So CPM is automatically going to predict who is more likely to convert, the kind of people that are more likely to convert and all those things. So your daily advert should be at least 5 times your bid. Let's say you okay, I won't even advise you to do bidding. I will advise you to allow Facebook to decide it for you. So what we do is right now, this old. Now most of the things is you don't even have to bid. You just give Facebook how much you want to spend 1,000, and Facebook will now watch your advert and downgrade your advert. If your advert is doing well, very well, what Facebook is going to do is that they're going to charge you less. But if your advert is doing poorly, means you didn't get anything, Facebook is going to charge you more, and so you're going to burn through your money. That's the word, burn through your money. So when you burn through your money, you'll be out of the game, so that they'll be able to show they've already taken your money, so they'll be able to show relevant adverts to the relevant people and people that the advert is doing. So for the same, you may be running advert and may be costing you as much as $8 per click or $8 per sale. Why someone is doing it at 10 cents? You might be running your advert in naira and it might be costing you as much as 300 naira or 400 naira. Why someone else is doing at 20 kobo for the same thing? Why? They have a better advert than you do. So we're going to talk about customer audience. Remember I told you about customer audience. Nothing you can do is you can take email when you've generated leads. By generating leads is you have the email number, your email address or phone number of people that have already bought from you before. You can take that and put it up on Facebook adverts and tell Facebook adverts that tell Facebook target these people. I want to show them this particular advert they've bought from me or they've been to my website. That is another thing. They're called custom audience. They are put under custom audience. I'll be explaining deep more about custom audience and other things elsewhere. Custom audience does convert more because they are no longer cold audience. Okay, let me explain cold audience. A different type of audience. I'm trying not to make this complicated. Different type of audience. We have the cold audience. Cold audience are people that don't know you at all. The first time they're trying your advert, you won't buy. You are less likely to date. If you're a lady, imagine this. If you're a lady and someone just come meet you for the first time and say, "Hey, would you go out with me?" Or "I want to marry you," they're less likely to. Or okay, let me use the other word. I was trying to avoid it. Let's have sex. Yeah, you say, "Are you crazy?" You even slap him, right? You're just meeting the stranger for the first time and he's asking you for sex. But what if the person is your friend for a long time, you've gotten to know the person, you've gotten to like the person? That's a different case. Even though I'm not advocating you should start having sex with every of your friends and people you've known for a long time. That's just by the way. So one of the key metrics you should look at. What are the key metrics you should look at? People look at people look at the reach, how many people you are going to be reaching, the number of time you'll be reaching them. So the reach is Facebook at the quite at some end somewhere here around this side. It's going to be showing the number of thousands of people you can reach. You can show like 10,000 people. You can reach 10,000 people, but that's not the most important thing. Even though you should keep an eye on it, is the number of frequency is another thing. Frequency is the number of time those people will see it. You can show 1.7, meaning they are few people are likely to see your. If it shows you two means they're likely to see your advert two times. That's if the frequency is two. That's the number of time those people are likely to see your advert. The next one is cost per action. Cost per action is what's the action you want them? Is it like how much are you paying for them to like your advert? What are you going to pay Facebook for them to do all those things? But few those things are actually vain. The most important thing is the sales. That's the key metrics we do for some of our clients and for our customers and people I work with. The most important thing I'm looking at how much is it costing us to acquire a customer, and there's a way we calculate that, and we cannot do that from here. There's another training for that. Okay, so this is a report. This guy's report. Look at this. This is the advert they run. It's active, meaning it's delivering. They spend about today they spend $10, the other one they spend, so I'm not gonna waste our time here. It's costing them $3.5 per conversion. That's the number of people that they're running a conversion ad. If 9 people converted means sorry, excuse me. So 89 people converted means 85 people did what they wanted to do. So let me explain conversion. Conversion works like this. There's lead generation and there's conversion. Lead generation is when I want you to land somewhere. I don't want to get this confusing, so calm down. You will understand in the next video, the next series of videos. Explain everything very well. You become a pro by the time you are done. So I'm trying not to go too technical, but I can't. But I really want you to have an idea. So you have to go to those videos over and over again, and you have to take the other ones to over and over again. See, you're not gonna get it once. Let me tell you the truth. I didn't get it once. This thing I'm showing you here took me like 2-3 years to fully understand and become a grandmaster where I can play and tweak and I understand and start inventing stuff myself. So so I'm going to try to keep it simple, done, and but I'm going to point out. I'm going to point your attention, pull your attention to things you should, because some people that are more advanced should be able to see this. I want it that even once you are a grandmaster and when you are good, you should be able to come back to this video and still be able to get value any time of the day. This is not meant for just beginners. This is meant for even once you are growing and you're going to understand things better. You come back here, it's still going to make sense to you, and you're still going to refresh your memory and still going to learn something every single time you watch this video. That is the goal for you. Do you want that? If you want that, so you're going to calm down and just pay attention and learn some of the things. And I want you to even pick up things that even at the end of this, it might be your first video. End of the day, you're talking like someone that already have 2 or 3 years experience, because what you're doing is that you're leveraging on my years of Facebook advertising experience, and I'm putting it everything into this video to give to you. So I don't expect you to feel like a newbie after this video. So let's continue. So lead is once you're taking them to something. Conversion. Okay, let's say put it this way. There's this the first. There's this first. Let's say you land on something. The product page where your product where you're trying to sell your program or whatever. Your lead page. That's your lead page. Then the next one is your let's say you're doing a lead generation. You create 3 pages. The first page is your landing page or your lead page. On your landing page you give them detail, they provide you with details and other things related to it, and they see the product. So the last page where they paid and everything is your conversion page. So what we are doing here is this. Do you get that? Let me come over, let me take that again. The first page is your lead page where they land on the product and get to see it. But the last page is where they either enter their payment details or something, or confirmation where they downloaded it or something. The last action they did, they followed your funnel to the end of the day. That is the lead. That's the conversion page. That's the last page. So you're going to insert a code. Don't worry, we won't be talking about inserting the cloud, so insert it now. We'll be showing you how to do that in future videos. Also insert a code that Facebook know, okay, this is where you're starting the funnel, this is the lead page. Then the last one is your conversion page. And Facebook will know that. Facebook will now track everybody that started from this page and landed in the last page. And Facebook will be able to deliver your advert to people that are more likely to start from the beginning to the end and finish the complete the process. So that's it. So you may get like 300 people landing on your page, and not everybody is going to complete the process. Let's say 100 ends up or 200 ends up completing the process. What Facebook is going to do is Facebook is going to look for people that have similar behavior like that of the 100 people or 200 people that completed the process and show your adverts to them. So that's it. And Facebook is not going to concentrate on just getting people to land on your first page. It's going to concentrate on getting people who are likely to complete the process for you. That's lead complete the sign up, either sign up or payment page for you. So now this guy is talking. He's going to say something funny here. Tried everything and still no sales. We're coming to the end of this. So what they have here is have a sales funnel. Yes, sales funnel, sales funnel, sales funnel. Why didn't I mention it earlier? I remember a few minutes ago I wanted to mention something about sales funnel, but I was trying not to convince you. The sales funnel is a process. You take your buyers from. This is the visitors. This is when they see your product for the first time, or they land on your landing page, which is your lead page. Once they land on your landing page, they are visitors, they become prospects. On your landing page, you give them information about the whole thing. From there, they are leads. So from there, once they pay you, you make the sales. So what you do is that you create different pages, like I explained earlier. The first page is you take them. The first page you take them from being visitor. When they land on the first page, they are visitor. They get, and of course, they are prospects. They read about what's there. They become a prospect. They are interested. They become a prospect. Once they give you their details, they are a lead. But so far they've not paid, they are still a lead. But once they pay or and they show interest, they are lead. Some of them will live here, being a prospect, and that's the end. Some of them will even live here, being a visitor, they'll bounce. But once they show interest, that's been a lead. That's it. The next thing is sales. Next thing is to make the sales. Once they pay, sales. So your conversion pixel should be here, and your lead pixels, sending them to the lead should be here. We'll be talking about all those pixels. So you see what I'm explaining. Still not working. It's gonna say something rational. So maybe Facebook ad isn't for you, but really Facebook there's some industry you can't use Facebook advert for. But Facebook adverts, if you know what you're doing, it's still gonna work for you. But Facebook advert works for you. You're just trying to, don't mind him. This guy is just trying to make a joke. So maybe Facebook advert is not for you. So it tells you to write a post bashing Facebook advertisement, post it on these websites, get loads of traffic. Of course, when you post those kind of things, you get lots of traffic, but that's not what you want to do. You want to make sales. Move on and test other advertisement company. Say, just kidding. Don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. Meaning he's joking. So, and that thing, be careful what you read online. There are a lot of fake gurus out there that don't practice what they teach. They just come up and start doing everything. And be careful of trends. I hate trends. Be careful of them. Those Facebook. So these are some great guys to follow. Yes, yes, yes. John Loomer is a great guy. Amy Porterfield, I love her too. Francisco Rosales, I haven't tried him out. Eric Emerald, I know this guy is actually a good. I follow his podcast too. Joshua Parkinson, and this is Ad Express. So they are great guys to follow. So guys, that's the end of today. Um, that's the end of today. So another thing you should know is that this particular guide is a lead magnet. Can you see the way they give out value? And at the end of the day, they're telling you to try their Facebook adverts package. So that's it. So I hope you've been able to get value and go over this video over and over. Like I say, if you have questions, send them to me at. You can comment below if you're seeing this from the website or anywhere. Comment below or send me an email at Gideon at friki freaky digi sorry freaky digital. The freaky is spelled friki digital.com. You can send me a personal mail at Gideon Owolabi Gideon at gmail.com. Then you can visit these people's website, check them out, check out their social media page at Express at Expresso. So till next time, see you and thank you for your. I hope you had a great time. I hope it was worth your time. Bye.